Hello, hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our Momentum Monday episode 159. Oh, wow, over 3 years already. And I cannot believe, and this is very like biggest fun of the week. We start Monday, right? Monday with the best momentum, with the best energy, with the best passion, and with the best inner drive. And especially every Monday, we start with our new momentum inspirations. And that is with our new learnings, new inspiration, and hopefully give you the great new ounce of perspective, understanding, and wisdom, and also that kind of inner motivation help you to move forward. Okay, today our topic is about give more before you receive. Why I'm talking about this topic is very interesting actually. Many things, both in life and also in business, caused me to think about this kind of really I would think it's a wisdom. And so many of you understand like maybe you heard or you practice the law of attraction, right? And some of you would focus on your wish, like what you desire inside, right? And they hope that when you desire more, when you wish more, things will automatically come to your life or in your business. But actually the universal law, the greatest law, right, it's not really working in that kind of a way. It's more working, I think, is on today's this wisdom we're sharing. Give more before you receive. I remember like I've been hearing this from different masters like Tony Robbins and Dean Grossassi. They've been talking about that. I'll give much more, right, before you receive. Also like through their dozens of years of giving and dozens of years of helping other people, they are receiving like enormously, and it's just like a give more, but that's more like in the private life, right? In your like when what you are giving, what you are contributing in the private part, they said will be rewarded in the public. And but majority people, because it's when you are giving, when you are contributing, right, when you are like doing all these kind of efforts, people could not really see that part. And as I recall my 15 years of coaching, how much I've already contributed, right? I've been like creating, contributing, inspiring, and then sometimes just in life, not really necessarily in business. I've been like really like anonymously giving to people, supporting people. I did not even like count. So I could not remember exactly how much I've been giving. But sometimes we may take granted, right? We say, oh, I've been giving so much, I should receive more. But when things are not happening, we get frustrated. We think that, oh, life is not fair, right? So how many of you, sometimes you complain about life is not fair. I've been giving so much. Why I'm not receiving what I deserve, right? Everybody emphasize about what I deserve. And sometimes I'm one of those. I was thinking like, oh God, I've been giving all these years. Why I'm not still receiving what I thought I deserve, right? Or I really wish. I think you. It's just like you feel like you are united. You're entitled. I would say entitled, and you deserve that. So why you still not happy? And then we may get frustrated, right? So today, when so many of you're looking at this title, is that oh, giving more before you receive. How many of you feel that kind of a inner grudging? You will say, I've already given enough, but I'm not receiving enough yet, right? How many of you feel that? You feel like, oh, it's unfair. It's unfair to me. And other people, those successful ones, they're just lucky. They are not, some of them, they are even like successful without that much kind of efforts. You feel like other people, majority of the time, right, we did not see all the story and we just feel like, oh, many other people are making success so easily. Why it's so hard for me? Why, how many of you, honestly, be honest to yourself, okay, would you admit that you had such kind of a thinking time from time, right? Comment, feel free to comment. I would admit I'm one of them sometimes. So I said, oh, those people are making success so easy. Oh, they're making money so easy, right? Or whatever, they get their fame and they get their followers, so many followers, whatever. It sounds like so easy for them, but we never know. I eventually I realized that God is always fair. Like it's a general, this is like a general life wisdom I learned through dozens of years of life journey, right? I feel like God is always fair. Like sometimes people say, oh, this one is ugly, or that one is missing something, or that one is disabled. It's just like everybody miss something, right? And I would say, wow, God eventually bless them in other aspects. But for some others, when they take granted that, oh, God's give them beauty, give them beautiful voice, give them whatever is just something like a gift, a talent, it's like, wow, they are so blessed. Their life is so great. But eventually they will also meet different kinds of like hardships and challenges at different time. Everybody I eventually found through dozens of years, right? No, I believe I've already passed this half of my life journey. And I felt like realized this kind of wisdom and also like an insight of life. God is always fair. Everyone gets our own ounce of our own like life challenges, all fairly given to us. If not this area, then will be other areas, right? And but it's all for our goodness, for our growth, for our becoming the best version of ourselves, just like a diamond. The diamond without the the many years, right? Millions of years of that kind of both chemical and mechanical and physical kind of like pressures and challenges, right? In the natural environment, the diamond could not be formed. So our human beings as well, everybody, even though we were born like angels, but we're also like with the evil inside of us as well, right? Naturally, initially we thought, oh, everybody, every kid is a perfect, but eventually we also realized that there's some like a evil side, darkness side. I would say darkness. Everyone with us, we have the beautiful, great side, and also the darkness side. It's just like that's our nature. We cannot change that, and everybody did naturally have that. So even a like a pure kid, they could still have like a selfish side of those evil side, right? And through this life journey, we grew up to learn how to all this kind of wisdom, right? To learn how to, let's say, sharpen our the great side and make it become greater, and also control and manage our darkness side, and how to make that like a be minimum, right? And we always have this kind of two sides, good and evil side, fighting together. And so a life journey, and when the real win, the real success is like we become the best version, and we become like closer and greater, like our God. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not, right? Not religiously. Now I'm talking about more spiritually. It's just like the greatness, the beautiful things like love, compassion, and kindness, and the light and wisdom, or truth, all these great things and grace, these beautiful things, right? And we want our life eventually get closer and closer to the great side instead of the darkness side, right? So through this kind of a life journey, I just feel like God is so fair. Everyone get our challenges, everyone get our struggles, get our hardships, so that we could by our choice, right? We can learn more and more our wisdom, and then by our choices become the person God wish us to become, the greatest one that our life blessed to be, right? So now sometimes my daughter would say, oh mom, this unfair, like yeah, everybody, I just feel like no matter how old you are, right, we all experience such kind of a journey. And it's like so common to us, such a similar challenges, right? At a certain stage of your age, like my daughter now is a teenager, she would say, oh, mom, it's unfair, and there's some ones or those ones, they got become like a successful, famous, or they become so beautiful, right? By naturally, and so easy for them. Why I'm not? She's like, oh, I'm like a ugly, like a duckling, like that kind of a feeling, right? We all had that kind of a experience at different stages of our life. I may realize I may have that later stage of my life. I remember in my childhood, in my teenager time, I was more confident and was more passionate and more naive. But now the kids are all surrounded by social medias, right? All this kind of Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They get more pressures, right? Especially peer pressures. And I totally understand that. So I consult her, and as I said, and I told her this similar wisdom that God is fair. If you feel like you are missing something in this area, but you must be blessed in somewhere else, you have your own unique talents and gifts and blessings, right? Cherish that. And more she's realizing that, and she had some kind of a like a strength in certain areas, including her empathy, including her intuition, including her like psychology side, right? All this kind of understanding, quick understanding and learning, and arts as well. So And by the way, during the weekend, I share some artworks and art exhibition from my daughter's school. So I told her, I reminded her, like we all need that reminder time from time when we forget how much blessings, we've already been blessed. Majority of us forget, right? And if we do not count our blessings, we forget. We say, oh, we're missing this, we're lack of this, we're unfortunate from that, right? And we all need reminders that we are all blessed, and not we are not like equally on every areas like blessed, right? God is very fair to bless us in our unique way. So be grateful, be more grateful. And today we're talking about give more. So now we're saying that when we take granted that we deserve, but if we have not received that, believe that God is really fair. Maybe the right time is not there yet, and also that because you have not been giving enough yet to deserve or to match what you expect, especially the bigger wish we have. I believe that now, if you are listening to my message, you are a visionary entrepreneur, you are a great life changer. Like our coaches, consultants, that you're a life changer. You have big dreams. You are blessed and you are dreaming big things. And so you are expecting big, right? And that's why when you think about your giving, sometimes we will think, oh, we're giving enough. But the real judge, the real measurement is from God, right? The universe is really fair. And Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough other people, right, to get what they want, you will get what you want. You will like fulfill all your desires. So that's really perfect true. That's a truth. It's really like if you can help enough other people get what they want, you will get all you want, right? So that's a very simple wisdom and also truth and universal law in this universe. So if we have not received enough yet, so we need to be patient and also reflect further what we are missing, what is we still not giving, or are we really giving all of us to contribute, and especially are we giving all we have to match what we desire, what to match our big dreams and big vision and bigger call, right? So sometimes when I seriously and truthfully to reflect on that level, then I realized, yeah, God, I have not given all myself yet. I have not contributed enough yet. Then I will have that humble reflection, inner humbleness, right? I says, thank you, God, for this reminder. And now I realize that I need to contribute even more. And I need to learn more. I need to become better of myself to really match that level of dreams and vision He blessed us with. Okay? So, and also during this journey, we need to learn, also remind us to have a like further develop this virtue that's super important. That is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Why is it so important? Forgiveness just not just for others, right? Also for ourselves. So both equally super important. Why I'm saying this? Because like for example, for yourself, and sometimes you may feel guilty also, oh God, after you realize that, oh God, I've not giving enough of myself, or I'm maybe lazy, right? By human nature, we all sometimes want to skip the like hard work. We want to take things easy, and when we are feel like, oh, these big dreams are too much burden, and God, we cannot take it. Sometimes we just want to give up, right? You say, oh God, I cannot. I just want to take today easy. Oh, I do not want to give that much, or I do not want to become so like that successful, because that means that success will give us like we also require so much from us, right? So how many of you have that kind of limiting beliefs, right? Limiting thinking. And sometimes I personally, I would admit that I want to be successful, but I admit that I'm afraid of success, like especially big success. Even though deep inside my life, my desire or dreams, I want that kind of super successful to really fulfill my life's call. But then I also same time I would that kind of laziness in my nature would say, oh, you do not want to be that successful, that will require you to contribute so much and it will maybe like squeeze your life. You will not have so much free time, you will not have so much like leisure fun or whatever, right? Or you will be like for example, oh, sometimes I feel like Tony Robbins and Dean Gross, I say they are so super busy, they may not be fully enjoying their life, and even they are taking a vacation, they're thinking about the business work everything, right? I said, oh, maybe I do not want that. How many of you would admit that you're afraid of success? I admit I have that fears. And even though at the same time I have the similar desires, I want to be successful so that I could contribute my gifts. I could help many other people. I know that I have that gifts. So that kind of a two like desires and also the fears, right? Like just like compete, fighting with each other. How many of you feel that? Right? Feel that? I often feel that. It's like one at one side I want to be that successful so that I could help contribute so much to help so many people. That's God's call to me. I know that. I know also I have that gifts and a capability. But at the same time, I would say, God, in my nature or in my human nature, right? I would want to this much of a pressure time, this kind of like so much time with my family, with my friends, or with myself. I just want more like relaxed life. I would rather to like, for example, doing business by compared with doing business, I would rather do, for example, reading books, watching movie, have some fun time and relax in like walking outdoors in the nature, right? How many of you have that kind of a competing kind of inner fighting with yourself? I admit quite often I have that fight. Maybe that's the reason I've not given myself all yet. See, that's why that inner voice would remind me, see, you want more that kind of like a relaxed time. In another translation, it's like lazy list. How could you expect what you really want, right? So that's fair, right? It's fair. You would see that it's fair. And then, so always, and but at the same time, not just forgive yourself when you have that guilty, right? You feel like, oh, sometimes you feel guilty. I did not give that much, and I want that much, right? And that's exactly what people said. For the success people want, but they are not prepared for what they need to give, right? Or they need to commit to. So many of us, I would say everybody, maybe have this kind of a challenge, just at different levels. And so the first forgiveness is like really give to yourself, admit first is really face that, admit, be honest to yourself, and to know that you have such kind of challenges inside of yourself. And now the next step is how to seek that wisdom, right? Seek the best guidance inside of you and really from God to do the right things. But at the same time, the forgiveness, not just to yourself, but also to other people. Be understanding that everybody is similar and everyone could have our weakness, some similar weakness. And other people could also have your similar kind of fears and strugglings, right? And everybody, and especially sometimes when you give a lot, you did not receive yet. You feel like, oh, those people are not so lazy. Oh, those people are lazy, right? When you are very diligent and you feel other people are lazy or other people are selfish, they are not giving as much as you give to them, and even though you give them a lot of favors, right, and they did not reciprocate. How many of us sometimes feel that even to your close ones, right, your loved ones, your family members, your relatives, and your friends, right, or sometimes like social networks? How many of you feel that sometimes we feel like unfair, right? Oh God, we've been giving so much to them but they did not give back to us, right? Do you feel sometimes like that? I would remind us to have more forgiveness, more patience to other people as well, because we never know what's in their life, what they are dealing with, what they are struggling with, right? So it's just like undo what, like it's just like the Bible's golden rule, right? Like undo what you, so how do you say that? It's just in the modern languages that don't do what you don't want, right? On other people as well. It's what you expect other people to do for you, you would do for them, right? Similar like that. Is that the golden rule? It's just like give more understanding to other people as well. When you sometimes struggle, right, with all this kind of a success, failure of giving, like a commitment and a sacrifice, and you understand that other people have that. And sometimes maybe other people give you favor, you may not immediately return the favor to other people yet, and you don't know. We always justify ourselves more than we help other people justify for them, right? For themselves, right? Do you feel so? So, but when they share the story with us, then we understand. Oh, sometimes if they are really honest, right? They share with you what they are struggling with, or what they may have some kind of a complaint about you. Oh, then you realize, wow, I may ignore that part. I did not know what they are thinking, right? Recently, for example, I had some like clarification, I would say, uh, with my sister, my own sister, and with the same parents, right? And we just found that we did not fully understand each other. We had some misunderstanding to each other through quite a few years, and I did not know at all. And I appreciate that finally through like our chat. And initially it's just like a leisure chat, and eventually we shared, exposed our like unpleasant, how to say that, like say unhappiness with each other, and especially with each other's like for example with each other's families. And then we shared, oh, how much I gave to you, but your family did not fully appreciate me, something like that, right? And I realized each of us had the similar feeling and situation, oh, but in different sense, right? Wow, then we got to that kind of understanding. So I really really appreciate that kind of honesty, and eventually the transparency. And now the both families relationship is improving, are improving. So I really appreciate that, even though we see we are so close relatives, right? And we thought we are fully giving to each other, but it's still like, oh, we understand why they do not fully appreciate us, or because we did not maybe do the similar things, right? We did the similar things and I did not share that full appreciation in other things. And that kind of things like inner unsatisfaction grew through the years if we did not get a chance to clarify it. So how many of you, I would encourage you, if you had such kind of a situation, right? And if you did not feel fully, how to say, that kind of harmony with your family member, with your friends, I would encourage you to become transparent and to share your honesty, share your true feelings with each other, and then try to understand what they would say. And they may share some stories that would totally shock you and out of your expectations. So, wow, I did not expect that. Oh, really? You think that way? Oh, sorry, right? Even though maybe you did not fully do anything wrong, but because they had that misunderstanding, still be courageous and brave enough to say sorry, to apologize, and to rebuild a relationship. And that will relieve you, will give each other that kind of relief, and bring the appreciation back, and that harmony, that kind of a compassion, that kind of love, that kind of a connection and bonding back to your relationship. So that's my recent experience. I would fully encourage you today, if you get any like inspiration, is really like be honest to yourself, forgive yourself, and also forgive other people, anyone who you feel like unhappy with, okay? And try to like really create that kind of opportunity to be fully honest and transparent. Okay, promise me that you, if you do this, because if you do this, you will give yourself the big favor, because this, you are not just giving a favor to other people, you are actually giving this favor to yourself. Okay, and that's part of the give I'm talking about. Give, not just about giving money, giving materials, but give is also including give the kindness, give the forgiveness, forgive like give the understanding, give that grace, give the honesty, right? Give this harmony to rebuild the relationships. And relationships are the most important things in our life and also in our business. And by the way, yeah, since about a business, okay, all our entrepreneurs, you're talking about, oh, what you're just talking about like general like life, right? But now let's talk about business. For example, why I'm talking about the give more than before you receive, right? And here is a really like quick proof why this is true, and this is a wisdom. And for example, recently, and I felt like, oh, my business is getting into a plateau area. I did not feel like a really big growth. And especially, for example, my followers, my networks is not really growing. And sometimes it's like fluctuating. And you feel like, oh, what's going wrong? I'm still contributing my best values, but why people's response is not as good as I expected, right? I was thinking that, what could be the solution? What could be the best strategies for me to change, right? Because I've been doing something it sounds like routines, right? And it's great values, and that's a reminder. Like maybe I need more creativity. Once we get into plateau in our business, once I'll get into like we did not see growth in our networks, in our business, it's time to think about not from other people. It's not really their problems, right? The market is actually very, really fair. The real problem is you need to reflect on yourself. Am I growing? Am I contributing the more values? or am I just really in my comfort zone? Right? Once you realize that, oh, maybe because I'm in my comfort zone, I'm following my routines. Routines good, actually. I'm not saying that it's not good. Good habits is great, right? Like for example, we have a momentum Monday, it's great. But maybe because the market is changing, the everybody is growing. But if you are just keeping a routine, that means you're not really growing, right? You're not growing outside of your comfort zone. That means in reality, you are going backward. You get that? It's just like, for example, now we have a AI. AI, the technology is changing almost every day, right? Wow, we cannot imagine now every day you have get some surprising news to new technology and new innovation, right? But if we just stay in our comfort zone, we do not keep learning, keep like breaking through, keep getting our next level, we're actually oh, either like stepping at the same spot, or you will getting become dropped behind, right? So that's why I realized, oh, maybe I because I'm in my comfort zone. And another big aha moment is why today I'm talking about give more before you receive. I was thinking, I'm expecting to receive more, but am I giving more? I'm challenging myself, right? Or maybe not yet. For example, I'm expecting other people to give me feedback when I share something. I was asking myself, am I giving similar like feedback or like support to other people as they are also expecting a similar thing as I do, right? Remember that? Do the things to other people as you would expect them to do for you, right? Or undo things to other people as you expect them undo to you, right? So similar golden rule again, right? So I was thinking, okay, I got that. Thank you, God, for that kind of great reminder for me. So it's time for me to give more. And then, for example, I set some rule to myself. Every day, at least I would support and encourage 10 people, just random people, either in my life or on a business or on a social media, right? So it's just like 10 people, not necessarily maybe no or unknown, right? I did not really restrict that much, but at least 10 people, just spontaneously and also purposefully, right? To support 10 people without asking anything, just out of my kindness, out of my compassion and support. So, for example, when was that? Friday or maybe like Friday? Yeah, Friday I went on in LinkedIn because that's the easiest way to go to the social media to see whoever I could support, right? So previously I may like remember how many of you have those idle time on social media? You just look check it for fun, right? You look watch some video, or you read some like short either post or like inspirations, whatever. You just go through them and have some fun, have some relaxation, right? And maybe hours pass by, you do not do anything. That's like idle fun social media time, right? I have to say every one of us maybe have some part of that. And I think like Elon Musk is doing great part. He's purposely on his X or like Twitter every day. Every day he's like giving some I know he's super busy, right? Super busy, but he's still like very present on it. Time from time he had quite some post or whatever. I could not fully understand, but I know that he's present there, and his comments on other people's and also initiate his own post, right? So but actually he's quite purposeful there. He's not just doing those idle fun time like many of us so idiot, right? Like so full. Like we are just spending our time idly there. But he's actually purposefully doing things there and to create engagement, create traffic, create really like people's thinking, people's thoughts, people's like feedback to each other. That's a great way, right? But anyway, I went on LinkedIn to think that today I need Friday, right? I said I need support at least 10 people, even though it's quite late night time, I remember. But I gave myself that challenge. I said I will do that. So I randomly like scroll down or whatever, like a post, either is a video, find something I'm interested, okay? Make it fun as well for yourself. To find something I'm interested and I watch it or I read it, or I think, oh, this is inspiring. And then it's my comment time. I do not comment so much. So now I think, oh, okay, I need to give more. I need to support more, right? So I give comments really with my thoughts, with my inspirations. I give comments to support them. And I also give likes or love to their post. Guess what? I did not expect anything, okay? Totally without expectation, anything. This is purely give more, okay? Before you receive. I did not expect to receive anything. I just want to do some experiment, and it's also especially challenge myself to get out of my comfort zone to support other people to give more. But guess what? The next day, when I review my LinkedIn, I just randomly check. Normally, I do not do work at all, right? During weekends, I spend more time with family, with kids. But I just randomly, just for curiosity, I just checked my LinkedIn. Whoop! I get people's feedback. People liked my comments. Either is not 10, all 10 of them. I remember I commented at least 10. I did not fully count, but I remember at least around 10. So, and at least I remember 3 or 4 of them, right? 3 or 4 of 10, that's good ratio. People responded. Some of them liked my feedback, some of them commented back, and I believe like some of them are those like authors or the post like creators, right? Those content creators, they feedback to me, they appreciate that. Oh, I say thank God, I support them, they appreciate that, right? I felt great as well. And at the same time, I just feel like immediately my networks, for example, my followers on my, let's say, LinkedIn, like a post, my newsletter, increase some members. Oh, I said, thank you, God. Did not expect for that. So thank you, God. And I received something, right? Even though I did not do that for that. But I think, oh, this is just like you do 10, you do favors to 10 people, maybe you receive 3 or 4, maybe sometimes maybe not so lucky, right? Or maybe zero. I don't know. I don't know. The universe is fair. I just like now I would encourage you to trust the universe, right? And but really give what your heart, your soul feel, and support other people. Okay. So but I same time I really appreciate God that the universe is so fair. It just rewarding me immediately, right? Even though it's just not 10 of 10, right? But like 3 or 4 of 10, I still feel like so grateful. So wow, that's surprising to me. But maybe not necessarily directly from what I supported other people, right? I don't know. Whoever followed my newsletter, I said, oh God, I just know that, just trust that the universe is fair. Just trust it. Okay. So I would I would encourage myself and also challenge you to join my just team, right? To do these similar things, to give more, to really give more every day without any expectation, and but only expect for surprise. Okay, that part I would like to encourage us, just like a child. We don't know what will be rewarded to us. Maybe not much or maybe much. I don't know, right? But purely give out of your kindness, out of your grace, out of your curiosity, out of your like the heart of contribution, and without expecting anything. And then whatever you receive will be like a reward, like a bonus, like a surprise, like a gifts, right, to you. And that will you will receive more joy as well. Okay, so that's for today. Wow, we've already over 30 minutes. So that's for today. I would challenge you, right? And today I want to focus on two for you. First is like forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness actually is a big give, big give. So many people don't understand that part. Forgiveness is maybe the most courageous, obviously, most courageous give. Because many of us, when you feel like life is not fair, other people are not fair to me or whatever, right? And you could not forgive because you feel like you are mistreated, you feel like you're a victim. That's the most time like that's the most difficult time for us to give. But if you can forgive both yourself and forgive other people, and at the same time give your honesty, give your transparency, and give your vulnerability. That's the most beautiful giving. Okay, I would encourage you today to do that for one person outside of yourself. Okay, for another person, whoever you feel unsatisfied, you feel like you have something between your relationship that needs your courage to clarify, needs your vulnerability to expose yourself, your true feelings, to share what you feel, and give other party the same opportunity to share what they have. Okay, even though maybe surprise you, maybe you feel like, oh, they misunderstood me, whatever, but still choose to forgive. Okay, choose to give grace to each other, and give the forgiveness, and then re-embrace each other into our lives. Okay, can you do that? I would appreciate that so much. I would be so proud of you if you can do that today for just one person. And eventually you want to forgive everyone in your life. And eventually you will have no burden in your life. Think about how beautiful life would be for you without any like a kind of a hatred or like a like unsatisfaction or complaint to anyone. Totally forgiveness, and you will become so light. Your life will be so purified and so blessed, so that you could really like a child again, right? Without any kind of a burden, that you could give your best gifts to this world. And then the next challenge, I would invite you to join my team, right? Just to give every day to at least 10 people, to give them in any kind of ways you can give. Either you on the on the street, you want to give some like a charity, or you can give money, right? Or on the social media, just give to people you don't know. Give them support, give them kindness, give them encouraging words, right? All these ways, different ways, whatever you choose to give to other people. Remember last week, I just remember last week I told everyone, right, from the research from the UCLA. I remember the professor who wrote the Cassie Holmes, yeah, her book, Happy Hour. Remember I shared that. They did the research and then followed hundreds of thousands of people, and the results showed that the number one spots, number two, really helping other people. Maybe not necessarily by that number, but they listed that, they share that way, spots, giving or like helping other people. And then it's something all you, right? Something make you feel like awesome, like a grace. That, remember that middle one, that helping other people make your life more meaningful, make you happier, make your time more valuable, more meaningful. Okay, so always remember every day, spend maybe just half an hour. I remember that day I just did a half an hour to support either social media in your real life, whatever. Give other people the support, encouragement, smile, anything, kindness. Okay, that will brighten your life. You will bring the light. You will just like a ripple effect. You will bring the joy, bring the like a goodness, bring the kindness to other people's life, and that kind of a, it's just like a ripple effect. Eventually there's great butterfly effect or whatever you call, right? That kind of goodness will come back to your life. The universe is all like energy connected to each other. That kind of goodness will eventually return to your life, and you will receive surprising unexpected gifts and rewards. All right, so let's do that, everyone. Let's give more before we receive, and without any expectation. Okay, give more without any expectation, and then we will be more blessed. I don't know in whatever way, but I believe that the universe and God is fair, and they are always blessing us. Okay, so wish everyone have a wonderful Monday. We will see you soon. Okay, oh, by the way, see you on this Thursday masterclass, how to launch your online business in 90 days, the profitable and impactful, and at the same time stand out as confident expert and thought leader in your field. Okay, check the link. We will see you live on our masterclass on Thursday. Have a wonderful week.